Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm the Opulent Emperor, and I'm here to do an impromptu 9-card spread reading for the collective. Okay, so this is timeless. It is for you whenever you reach it. All right, so we'll just go ahead and jump straight in. I'm going to do 4 shuffles. And today, we'll take the first card that comes off the top. We'll just let the spirit have its way. All right. So thank you so much. What is the message that you have for us today? Alright. Even though today is Sunday, the 12th, September 12th, this is still timeless. It's for you whenever you reach it. Okay. So lock it. Alright. And one more shuffle. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Hope that you are all doing well. I know that I am. Alright. Okay, so coming straight off the top, I'm going to go ahead and see here what is our first card. Alright, 6 of Wands. Okay, this is a lovely way to start. Alright, with 6 of Wands here, we have public success, we have reward, we have victory. Okay, so when it comes to our creative endeavors and the things that we've been working on, looks like Spirit is pleased and we have been victorious in what we've been trying to do. So, even if you've had to go through small things like petty little arguments, I'm saying, small little, feel like rat races, just things that you've had to go through to just kind of prove yourself, looks like to yourself and others, it's well rewarded. So, expect. Okay, so what I'm saying, stay humble, but if people come to you and they start to give you compliments, and that's not usually a norm, just accept them. You don't have to let it get to the point where you get big-headed and you get beside yourself, but it's like allow Spirit to congratulate you. Allow Spirit to pat you on the back, and some of the ways that they do that is through the compliments it's through the compliments of other people. Okay, so if you've been definitely working on yourself internally, it's showing externally, and now in your situations, you should be seeing victory. Something got in mind. Okay. All right, so first card we're starting off with is victory. I love it. Okay, so next card here. 7 of Cups. All right, so now that you have this victory, you have this success and public reward. Now you have choices before you. Okay, so looks like things are picking up for you. Is like your emotional concerns, your dreams, your wants. You have a lot of choices, but Spirit is still testing you to see, are you going to make the best choices for yourself going forward? Some of these things bring pleasure and joy and success. Some of these things bring ruin, decay, downfall, okay, destruction. So just make sure that you choose wisely in this season. Don't be quick to make decisions. I woke up with the energy of the hangman or the hangwoman. With that one, it's like you sit in suspension so that you can, look at things for how they are before you make choices. It's like, so for right now, your choice making should not be, like very swift. Take your time when it comes to making choices. Evaluate everything. Okay, now's not the time to rush. You will have victory in your circumstances. Oh yes, but that's gonna come from you making the right choices. Okay. Don't get too caught up in your imagination either. Try to stay grounded in this season. Yes, I know dreams are going a mile a minute, but make sure you ground yourself in that as well. Don't get too carried away in, dreamland. All right, come back. Okay. All right, third card that we have coming out here is the 6 of Cups. Okay. So, started with a 6. In the first row, we're ending with a 6. So we got 6, 7, and 6. Now with 7 of Cups, we're going back to the 6 of Cups. Okay, so with choices, people who you have unfinished business with, as far as emotional ties are concerned, they may be coming back to present themselves to you. Now, I feel like this is where you're going to have choices, whether or not you entertain this or not. With the Six of Cups, you are remembering good times. You're remembering happy times that you may have shared with this person or persons. This could be family, friends, loved ones. This could be past relationships that there are some relationships that didn't end as bad as people would think, or there's some that could kind of be salvaged. It's just the point of both parties had to split for a minute, work on themselves, and then, they can come back and bring both of those balanced cups together. You see how you got six of them, three and three. Both parties can bring a balanced number to the table. So that could be what is coming back to you as well. If the past is coming back or you're thinking about the past, just you will have choices presented to you. You will have temptations. So I would say govern yourself accordingly. You've been working very hard on yourself, especially with these sixes here. We start with victory. So don't throw in your title for instant gratification. Okay? All right. So moving forward here. But when it comes to past memories, again, don't get caught up in past memories. Don't get caught up in your imagination. If you are led to think about the past, or if you've been having dreams about past situations, it's like, pray about those things, meditate on those things. If there is something that you are supposed to do in this situation, trust me, that opportunity will present itself to you. Okay? Because we're spirit led. Okay. All right. So next card here, under the Six of Wands, we have the Two of Coins. Okay. So with this victory, yes, we're going to be busy. We will have choices. So things that we've been trying to bring into fruition, projects that have started, now we're busy. We see ourselves shaking and moving, and we're loving it. Okay. So you're able to be busy. You're able to juggle two things at once. You're able to move on choppy waters. You're taking care of the business. You're taking care of yourself personally. You're taking care of your home. You're taking care of your life that's around you and still staying grounded and stable. Okay? So thank Spirit for that. All right? So even in you being very busy, because things are about to pick up for you. Okay? Even when you're busy, just know that you always have a support team around you. The spirit of victory is always around you. And know that you'll have friends and support that come in at the right times when they're needed. Yeah, nothing is going to come before it's needed. I feel like we're in a season now. Okay, so now that we're in Virgo season, Virgo is a steady worker. Once they put their mind to something, that's it. They're solidified on it. They usually get it done. With swiftness, finality, and yeah. So in this season, I know that we're going to be doing a lot of work, starting up a lot of projects, finishing and tying a lot of loose ends, and we're going to have help and assistance with that as long as we keep ourselves balanced. Okay? So don't do too much and don't do too little. You know when your gas tank is on E, when it's on full, when you need to go and refill your tank. You know when your body is telling you what's going on. Okay, so let's not spend too much time on that Two of Coins there. But yes, you will have different opportunities that are presented to you as well. So it won't only just be emotional choices that you have to make sure that you're making the right choices in. It's also going to be occupational choices and things that you want to see come to fruition, things that you want to do. Okay. Next card, under the Seven of Cups. So in the middle of the reading, we have the Fortune. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so again, with us starting with the Six of Wands with success, and then Fortune being right in the middle of this reading here. Okay, we really have no choice but to succeed. It's just the people who are actually going to get up and do the work. It's the people who are actually going to get up and continue on the path that they started on to better themselves. As long as you keep yourself, okay, thank you. It's as long as you don't keep your mind idle, As long as you keep your mind as long as you keep your mind steady, working and thinking steady as long as you keep your mind focused on this victory that we have already, that 6 of Wands, like we're gonna achieve it. Spirit is going to make sure they step in at the right times, because when fortune comes in, it's kind of like, okay, it's kind of like spirit puts their hands on the wheel and we don't have it. It's we have a choice, but we don't have a choice. Okay, it's like spirit is taking control of the wheel, and they're like, no, we're gonna get you to your success, however it need to come. I heard come hella high water, but hey, however we need to get you there, that's how they're going to get you there. That's when spirit got to step in, because it's like, okay, they see you working, they see you progressing, they see you trying, they see you meditating, they see you praying, they see you putting things down, they see you picking things up that you need to do. They see the work that you're trying to do. They see you keeping yourself busy so that your mind isn't idle, so that the enemy ain't playing with you. Okay, so now they step in, they help you. Okay, they send in your spiritual team to guide you. A lot of you, make sure that you pray, you meditate before you lay down and go to sleep. A lot of us are being attacked at night, especially through our thoughts, and some of us can't even sleep. Okay, so make sure that you are surrounding yourself with like-minded people who are on the same page as you, who want to see you lifted up as well. If everybody understands who they are and understands who they're, okay, I hear Naya, some people say Nia or purpose. Whatever your Naya is, whatever your reason for being here is, if everybody found out what their purpose is, things will go so much smoother, because people will actually be working in their calling. Okay? So, in this time, while you're focused on victory, while you're getting all your last minute preparations together, and while you're working in your field, fortune is stepping in to make sure that you have everything that you need. Even when I woke up this morning, I kept hearing Psalms 37:4. And that's delight yourself in the Lord, and He'll give you the desires of your heart. So take that how it resonates for you. But when fortune come in, it's like success is guaranteed. All you have to do is just be obedient and stay the course. That's it. Just don't do nothing that's different. Don't do nothing that's out of the way. Don't get and okay, take this how it go. Don't get in the enemy way, and don't get in your angel's way. And when I say that, remember, the enemy got to do what they got to do. They have a job to do as well. That's not your business. Ooh, that's not your business to worry about what the enemy doing. Stay out of his way. Stay out of her way. But what your angelic team is doing, what your successful team is doing, that's what you resonate on. That's what you follow. That's what you focus on. And let that drive you. And they're going to make sure that you get there. Fortune is a wheel, and it's going to turn. Things come up, things come down. But make sure that you on that end of good receiving, okay? Because it's kind of like saying, too, what you sow, that's what you're going to reap. We already know that. That's a golden rule. That's a golden principle. Okay, so next card after fortune. 5 of Wands. Yep. See, we went from, look at this. We started with the 6 of Wands. So with this 5 of Wands here, again, we have victory over petty situations, petty arguments, even petty competition. Even petty competition. Like when the 5 of Wands comes in, that's a difference of opinions. That's differences of ideas. That's competition in the workplace. That's competition, in your area. But the people, like these individuals, they don't mean each other harm. It's just the fact that everybody's talking at the same time and no one is really listening. So it's like nothing is really getting achieved. There needs to be a change in communication. There needs to be a change in the way that things are brought to the table. So it's like once everybody calms down, then they can see like, okay, you know what? Let me just take a step back and see that, wait a minute, everybody's arguing and ain't nobody listening to each other. Once that one person, which is usually you, once that one person realizes that and they step back, okay, this is when the wisdom can come in and we move to that 6 of Wands. We move to that success where Funny thing is, they actually end up listening to you anyways because you were the one that had the golden idea. All right. So again, when it comes to decision making, when it comes to like business meetings or you being around people where differences of opinions are being expressed, like if you're one of those people who are usually verbal, take a step back this time, evaluate every situation, so then that way you'll be able to give sound, just advice, because you're a very wise person, and that's why they want you noticing these things. Like you're the problem stopper. You're the person who will actually end arguments, end altercations before they blow up. So continue to be that peacemaker, and that way peace is made for you as well. Remember, this is a fortune wheel. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Look for luck. Look for favor. Look for it. Like expect it. We started with victory, and we're gonna end with victory. So just know that Spirit is taking care of you as long as you be obedient. Okay, there you go again. As long as you be obedient, you'll eat the good of the land. As long as you walk around with a pure heart. And see, that's the thing about it. Don't worry about people attacking you because you have a pure heart. That's fine. They have their assignment. But you have a whole spiritual team around you that you can't even see. Sometimes you can feel them. Well, some of us actually can see them. But you got a spiritual team around you that protects you at all times. Especially while you got angels watching over you while you sleep. You got to, okay. Man, you thank your team. Appreciate your team for the job that they do for you as well. Make sure you take time to acknowledge them too. Man, okay, let's move on. But stay away from petty arguments. Stay away from like little small petty competitions and stuff. You actually be the referee and the moderator of those situations in this season, okay? Be the peacemaker. Okay. So okay. 6 of Wands, 2 of Coins. So last row we got Knight of Wands, okay? We don't have time for this petty arguing, this petty competition. We don't have time for that. We're sitting on a whole mission. And our mind is so like grafted on that mission. That's all we see, okay? We're enthused. We have energy. We have spark. We have ideas. We have vision, purpose, and we're driven to that victory that we saw. Spirit told us and showed us that we have victory, and now we're actually on that mission. The King and Queen of Wands have sent us out. The King and Queen of Ideas, resource, creativeness, drive, passion. Okay. When you're being sent out, fear is out of the door. Fear is out of the door. Okay. If you're going to start something, if you're going to put your hand to it, if you start feeling that doubt or that fear, pull your hand back at that moment. Do not start. Don't start this new project or this new idea until you are 100% in there. You've got victory. You have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. You've already been given a dream. Matter of fact, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. If this were not for you to do, you would not have been shown the vision. Again, if this was not for you to do or accomplish, okay, if this was not your mission, you would not have even seen it. It wouldn't have even been shown to you. Spirit wouldn't have wasted their time. The Spirit don't even have time. Spirit is timeless. But they're not going to waste energy. Come on now. They could have showed that to somebody else, but they showed it to you. So believe in yourself. What's the magic school word? Okay. But anyways, believe in yourself and what you've been shown. Believe in your purpose. Believe in your dream. Believe in your gift. And that way, let it work for you. Let it work for you. Even though, yes, you have to do the work. You have to put in that time. And let me tell you, yes, I go through that too. Well, sometimes, there you go. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. It be sometimes where I don't want to get up and just like do things. I just want to sit there and think and be in my head all day. But then it's like all this stuff that's going on in your head, you could actually be sharing it with people. And then that way, some of the same people, those like-minded people who are going through the same things, you actually help them. So from you doing what it is that you're supposed to do, you actually being enthused and being more passionate, being more driven about your mission, it's going to help people. It's going to help those who it's supposed to. And you will be victorious again in this. It's just make the right choices. Okay, they showing me this. On the Six of Wands, he has a wreath, a victory wreath on his wand. Okay? All of your ideas are going to work, but it's going to be one of them that stands out. You have to choose to do it. That wreath is there. You have to choose that victory. Okay? You got towers here. You got riches here. You got, different people here. You got, okay, I look at this as pharmakeia. I look at this as different, like spell work, medicines, potions, things like that. And things you can't see. Hidden things. And then you got mystical creatures and just, you got a lot of things going on in your mind right now, especially with all this downtime that we have being home. Just use it to the advantage that Spirit is bringing you to. We have a mission that we're excited about doing. That's Scorpio Sagittarian energy. It's just they're passionate about what it is that they're doing. And then the Sagittarians, they're the philosophers. If we're now in Virgo season, the workers, the businesswomen, the businessmen, the ones who get it done, the ones who get it established, okay. And then we're moving in that Scorpion energy where we're passionate about what it is that we're doing. We're all in. And then that Sagittarian energy comes in, and then, we got Scorpio and Sag season coming up. Okay. We need to be moving in our callings. We need to be doing what it is that we're supposed to do. If you have any assignments, you need to at least start on them. Okay? You need to at least start on your visions. Now, okay, thank you. Now ain't the time for like writing and planning. Now is the time for actually executing. But you should be at your last, if you are in planning, you should be at your last like little pages where you're tying everything up. You should be coming to a close with planning or your plans. Like things should be coming into fruition for you now. You should start to see, even if you, okay, thank you. They're showing me that Seven of Pentacles. Even if you can't actually take the fruit off the tree, you should at least see some you should at least see some fruit or some buds growing. Something should be on there. You should not have bare bushes. Okay, so after this Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, okay. Under fortune is the High Priestess. Again, that's when it even said it. If you delight yourself in the Lord, He'll give you the desires of your heart, whether it be male or female. Okay, Spirit is speaking. The High Priestess, she is that inner voice, that inner woman, that inner wisdom, Sophia. Okay, wisdom is a woman. Oh, I gotta say that again. Wisdom is a woman. And she speaks to you. If you just be quiet, that inner voice, she'll talk. And the things that she tells you hidden and secret things, okay? So the High Priestess is coming to you. Only you can digest this information. Everybody else she tried to give it to regurgitates it. But fortune is looking out for you. This information is for you. Yeah, you're the called one. You're the one that's been taken behind the veil. Okay? You're the one that's going beyond the veil. Okay, so just open up your ears, open up your heart, open up your spirit to hear things that other people, okay, open up yourself to hear things that other people rejected. Some people couldn't take it. Their stomachs weren't lined up enough. They couldn't handle it. It was too much. They took it to a dark place. Stay in the light. Even with your choices, stay in the light. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Don't be led otherwise. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Oh, God, what is it? You need that no man. You need that no man guide you. Like you were given wisdom. Like when you were born, you were given innate wisdom. You were given like the ability just to know right from wrong. You know what you don't like done to you, so why would you do it to somebody else? Come on now, use that inner wisdom. Listen to your dreams. Listen to that voice. Okay, listen to the small things. Even when you're looking at your clock, and when you're looking at I know y'all noticing these number sequences, they really going like crazy. Now you have to remember, God willing, if we're led into 2022, 222 is the number of alignment, where you're in the right place at the right time. You see, fortune is here right in the middle of this message. Line yourselves up for this. Please, please be in line to get your blessing. Don't miss out when they go passing it out. Ooh, see? And the last card is death. You have to allow the change. And it's going to be victorious. You have to allow it to come in. There are, okay, those small little loose ends. I'm talking about like at the end of all of our preparation to get ready to have our victory and to go to this next level, where we're no longer having to go through tests and trials anymore, where we're actually just walking in our calling and doing what we're supposed to do. There are small things that may need to still die off. If it is, let it go, let it die off, bury it, mourn it, bury it, do what you have to do, but let it go. Allow that change to come in and allow you to present yourself as a whole new person. People won't even recognize you. All they can see is just the change in what they see now. Like people from your past, that Six of Cups, the people who knew you, people who knew your past, yeah, thank God, and they blessed to even have known your past. Okay? Because they're the only ones that could tell, like, yeah, they came a long way. That's the only thing they're going to be able to say about you. Yeah, they came a long way and they did what it is that they were supposed to do. Okay? So you have victory. You starting with victory. And you ending with a successful change. I'm not looking at this. This ain't death. This is you just allowing that side of you that you were holding on to for so long. You finally letting it go. You finally letting it go. And it's because you started listening to spirit. You started listening to that inner voice that was showing you, look. Instead of having this, you can have this. Instead of having those nights where you sitting at home feeling like don't nobody love you, you can actually be around people who love you because of the fact they see other things in you. They don't look at you and see what they didn't do either. Okay? Because that's the thing too. Some people look at you and they see some of the things that you're doing. They see what they didn't answer that. They didn't pick up that assignment when they were supposed to. So now that they see you doing it, there is a spot of jealousy. But that's not your business. Okay? That don't concern us at all. We're doing what it is that we're supposed to do. So, okay. All right. Overall energy, 10 of coins. Legacy is here. Legacy is here. Sorry about that. I had looked at the screen. I thought it turned off. But 10 of coins is our overall energy. Okay? So that's the full culmination of everything that you work so hard for. Okay? That's you never giving up. That's you working on your legacy. That's you working on your mastery of self. Okay? That's you putting in those hours when you could have been asleep. Everybody else was asleep and you were still up late working on your projects, working on your visions, working on your goals, mastering yourself, sacrificing, going back to school and finishing those things, going back, finishing your certifications, tying those loose ends up. And now you have that culmination to where you can leave things for your family. You're fully established. You're not worrying. You're not paycheck to paycheck. You're not sitting there trying to figure out how you're going to take care of even small things. Okay, now that I paid all the bills, how am I going to put food in the refrigerator? No, we're not having none of that. We're not having none of that. Everything in our life is changing. In this year, 2, 2, and 1 is 5. 5 is the number of change. That's why that last card was death. Allow that change to come in so that you could be victorious in everything that you do. You could be fully established and leave things for your loved ones. And you ain't even leaving because of the fact, look at this man in his old age with loyal friends around him and his family. Everything established. Okay? That's what we're going for. That's our overall energy. That's our main focus. That's why our first card was victory. Fortune is here in the middle, making sure that we get to where we're going. And look, this is just a bonus card. Okay? Wow, this is crazy. All right. Under this card is the 10 of Wands. Okay? Underneath the 10 of coins is another card, but underneath this card that I'm gonna tell y'all is the 10 of wands. So yeah, you're gonna be busy. It's okay, but it's okay to let others help you too. There will be a team that will be that will be brought to you. Delegate and allow them to help you. You don't have to be Superman or Superwoman on this one. Let them help you. Let them help you. 9 of cups is under this 10 of pentacles here. So from you walking away from those things that no longer served you, from you walking away from those things that were actually taking away your emotional fulfillment, now you go to achieve everything that you wish for. Again, we right back to, if you delight yourself in the Lord, he'll give you the desires of your heart. Do what it is that you were called here to do. Fulfill your purpose and watch how happy you'll be. Watch how fulfilled you will be. And then you'll have an overflow of abundance because you're actually doing what it is that you're supposed to do, and you're making your spiritual mother and father proud of you. Okay? Listen to the high priestess. Listen to the Holy Spirit when she comes in to speak to you. Remember, Sophia, when them wise words come in, oh God, I remember my grandmother. Yes, when they used to sit me down and talk to me, even now, my mama, when she sit me down and talk to me, the words that come out of the woman's mouth is pure wisdom. You can't get that from nowhere else. That come from life. That come from experience. Okay? So you got stories too. Make sure that yours are written. Make sure that yours are told. All right? You ain't come all this way just to sit up here and just live a regular mediocre life. No, 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 no. Our lives are about to change. All of us are going to be living in major arcana status. Okay? All right. So I hope that this blessed you. It was great talking to y'all again. I love y'all. And until the next message.